what are the cycloalkanes. So today is a similar sessions where we have to conduct our further discussion on cycloalkanes. In the last lecture, we discussed what are the cycloalkanes. So basically, they are the cyclic compounds, and another name of this class of compound is known as cycloparaffins. They are having less affinity, little affinity. That's why they are termed as paraffins. And whenever they are given the name, so we should use a prefix for this kinds of compound, and this prefix can be cyclo. Then we learn that how this cycloalkanes can be prepared. So maybe such kind of questions can be asked in your second midterm examinations, that enumerate the various preparation of cycloalkanes and their, along with their reactions. So for this kind, so they are these reactions are much easier. So preparation of cycloalkanes can be done by three ways. One of the way that is called as internal Woods reaction, and after that another reaction that is this from we can synthesize it from calcium and barium salts of diboronic acid. So this is also one of the way to synthesize such a kind of compound which can help us to construct cyclopentane. Then after this, the third kind of the reaction that we can synthesize the same thing from the esters of dicarboxylic acids. So we can heat them, we can heat this diethyl adipate kind of substance in the presence of sodium ethoxide to generate this ketone beta keto ester. And this beta keto ester can be converted to hydrolysis through acidic hydrolysis, can be converted to acid, and later on the acid upon decarboxylation that can give us such cyclopentane. So friends, another way, the third way to construct this kind of compound, that cycloalkanes, that is the reductive catalytic hydrogenation of aromatic compounds in the presence of several metal catalysts such as palladium, platinum, and other metals. So they can also be used for catalytic reduction of aromatic compounds into these kinds of cyclohexane. Then we also discuss that what are the various kinds of physical properties of so and so compounds. So we have discussed such properties. So we could identify that these are the cycloalkanes, and although cyclopropane is a gas, cyclobutane is also gas, cyclopentane and cyclohexanes are liquid in nature. And so they have their certain molecular weights, boiling point, melting point, etc. But they are having density, they less denser than the water because they are lighter than the water. Now we have also seen that this is simple, since they are organic compounds insoluble in water and will be soluble in organic solvents such as ethers and alcohols. Then we have learned that what are their various reactions. So we could identify if cyclopropanes are treated with halogens such as chlorine in the presence of either light or a dark, then it can construct alpha halo cyclopropane, or they can, in the presence of dark, they can construct these kinds of 1,3 dihalo or di 1,3 dichloropropane. Cyclopropane treated with hydrohalides HBr and HI can open up that ring. Already there is a lot of ring strain in cyclopropane, but if we try to react the same substance with hydrogen bromide or HBr, then it can form such 1-bromo. Okay. Then we have also reacted our cyclopropane with hydrogen gas. So in the presence of nickel at 80 degrees Celsius, it can undergo hydrogenation to form an hydrogen adduct. So upon this kind of hydrogenation, the cyclopropane ring, which will be open up and can give us this acyclic compound. So we have next we have seen the history of the science. So that was the case for their varieties of the reactions: addition of halogens, addition of hydrogen halides, addition of hydrogen, and where so their history we have also seen. So we could have, although we are discussing since the beginning of the lectures Bayer's angle strain theory, And also, this has been from the basis of Kekuli, who gave the tetravalency of the carbon, and Van 't Hoff and Libel are the two gentlemen who gave us this nature of tetrahedral carbon. So we have also discussed this Bayer's theory of Engelstein in initial classes, and already I have shared some of the documentaries, some of the videos of Professor Amit Basak, in which he has explained that what can be the best way for construction of such a kind of compounds where they are having angle strain. So in general, our principle says, our methodology is that these are the cyclic compounds, they are under the strain, and that strain which we can easily reveal with the help of their uh, ideally, actually, why they are under strain? So strain result of strain, that is because the molecule should have bond angle of near about 109.5, but however they do not possess this ideal bond angle. Cyclopropane has 60-degree bond angle, cyclobutane has about 90-degree, cyclopentane about 108, and cyclohexane is about 120 degrees. So because of this, these molecules, none of them follow 109.5, because 109.5 is the ideal value. So to achieve such kind of bond angle, what they are doing, they this kind of the substances, they will try to uh, mo- uh, be flexible in such a way that they can accommodate a bond angle of 109.5. So because of this, there will be certain change in the geometry of this class of compounds. Cyclopropane can make a banana bond, cyclobutane will make a butterfly-like structure, cyclopentane will become open envelope, and cyclohexane can construct chair boat, half chair, and twist boat conformal. Okay, there was a question in today's class. I hope that some of you, Mark, have attended very well, and some of you could not. The most stable conformation of cyclohexane is the chair conformation and having least amount of energy. And the for next conformation, that will be twist boat, because twist boat doesn't have flag pole interaction. The third stable, least stable is the half boat, or sorry, the third less stable conformation is the boat, and the least stable conformation, that is half chair, because half chair is the conformation where molecules will have highest energy and least stability. Okay, so this was the conformational order which we discussed for cyclohexane. Now, some of the few principles we have to learn, that why Bayer's theory of angle strain is not the perfect theory. What are the limitations? So we already discussed in the last class that Bayer was unable to effect the angle strain for larger ring system. Bayer has considered only five-membered and up to six-membered ring system, but he didn't have spoken about a single word on cycloheptane, cyclooctane. What about cyclonone? So why Bayer could not discuss the stability of this kinds of higher homologues of cyclic compounds? So that is the limitation, that he could not explain the effect of angle strain in larger ring system. Because क्या होता था कि larger ring system में ये जो angle strain, if we calculate, so this angle strain will become negative even for cyclohexane also. For cyclohexane, this angle strain is near about, I mean to say, 10.5. So that is a minus 10.5 is ring strain in cyclopropane. So this is the limitation. And to overcome that limitation, it is very much necessary that one has to explain why cyclic compounds are not stable. Secondly, Bayer has tried to explain that according to Bayer, cyclopropane is much stable than cyclohexane. Why? Because Bayer ने साइक्लोपेंटेन, तो उसमें एंगल स्ट्रेन कितना है, that is near about 1.5. So that is very closer to 109.5. and cyclohexane में कितना है? तो if I say that is minus 10.5. So if we forget plus or minus, so cyclopentane will have 1.5, cyclohexane will have 10.5. So naturally 1.5 is a smaller value. So what Bayer has thought, Bayer has claimed that cyclopentane is more stable than cyclohexane, but ideally it is reverse. Cyclopentane is less stable than cyclohexane, but cyclohexane is more stable because cyclohexane has got four different conformers: chair, half chair, boat and twist boat. So these are the four conformers, and जिसके ज्यादा conformer होते हैं वो उतना ही ज्यादा stable होता है. इसीलिए cyclohexane is more stable than cyclopentane. Okay, so this is another limitation of Bayer's theory of angle strain, that Bayer could explain only cyclopentane is highly much stable because uska jo bond angle strain hai, that is very less. But in fact, it is not true. So this is second limitation of Bayer's theory of angle strain. The third theory, third limitation which Bayer has spoken, and that limitation is larger ring systems are not possible according to Bayer's theory of angle strain because they will have much negative value. In fact, they are less. Bayer has told this will be less stable, but in fact, these are the much more stable. क्योंकि 6 से ज्यादा 7 होगा, 7 से ज्यादा 8 होगा, तो मॉलिक्यूल्स विल बी नॉट अंडर स्ट्रेन, राइट. 3 मेंबर रिंग देखो कि हाउ मच स्ट्रेन, 49.5, दैट इज अ हायर अमाउंट ऑफ एंगल स्ट्रेन. 4 मेंबर रिंग 19.5 एंड 5 मेंबर रिंग और दैट इज 1.5. सो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि 3 से 4, 4 से 5 और 5 से 6, तो नेगेटिव rings are becoming stable. Similarly, this it should be a for proper way to to even that is very justifiable to speak that higher the ring systems, higher the member ring, more the number of the atoms in a cyclic ring, that cyclic compounds will be much more stable. Okay, so this is the one of the third limitation that he could not explain further, that the larger ring systems have negative strain, but why they are enough stable. And Bayer could not explain that why the rings, this larger ring systems are in, not planar one, but they are the puckered structures, and that they used to do to eliminate the angle strain. So only Bayer has given some of the calculations, but has not discussed about the non-planarity of these kinds of cyclic rings. Okay, if Bayer has not discussed, then who has discussed? These are the limitations. So these limitations majorly have been discussed by another fellow, and whom we are going to learn today, whose names are Sachet and Mohr, who have given this concepts of theory of uh, puckered, I mean to say theory of ringless, angle strainless theory. So that is called strainless theory. So, and one of another fellow who very nicely taught about the conformations of cyclopropane, that is Coulson-Moffat model. So, what is this model? This we have already learned. Why? Because we know that cyclopropane is having a near about a bond angle of 109.5. That is the ideal one, in which this bond angle is 60 degree, but there is a ring strain of 49.5. So because of this ring systems is highly unstable. So there is what it will do. It will try to adopt another kind of the structures, and adoption of a different kind of the structures can lead it to a banana bond. So हमें लगता है कि ये ट्रायंगुलर स्ट्रक्चर होगा, बट इनफैक्ट इट इज नॉट ट्रायंगुलर स्ट्रक्चर, इट इज हैविंग समथिंग ऑड स्ट्रक्चर। देखो बिकॉज इसके जो sp2 हाइब्रिड sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज ऑर्बिटल्स जो है, दे आर स्लाइटली पकड़ फ्रॉम दिस साइक्लोप्रोपेन रिंग। पकड़ का मतलब होता है दे आर लिटल इन ऑकवर्ड शेप, they are adopting certain awkward shape, unexpected kind of bent shape. So that is the meaning of puckered. Okay, so you can see here very nicely that ideally the bond angle should be 60 degree, but in fact this bond angle is not 60 degree, it is 109.5. So because of this bond angle will be different. And what they are doing, this sp3 orbitals are pointed outward from the imaginary line. This line is the imaginary line. So 20 degree इधर जाता है, फिर 20 डिग्री इधर। सो ओवरऑल 44 डिग्री का जो इम्बैलेंस है, दैट इज मेंटेन थ्रू दिस केस। And because of this the bonds are bent, and that this bending can be considered to avoid angle stream. So this is the theory which is called Colson-Moffat model, first explained by these two scientists, Colson and Moffat, to explain the stability of cyclopropane. Okay, so this is already there, nothing new, but whatever we have learned, that is given the name. Previously, क्या होता था कि in a scientific domain there were very less person who want to get be educated. मतलब कि आज से बहुत 100 साल पहले कोई नहीं चाहता था कि मैं पढ़ाई करूं, मैं ग्रेजुएशन करूं, मैं पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करूं, मैं डॉक्टरेट बनूं और पढ़ लिख के मैं कुछ नया बनूं, पढ़ लिख के मैं कोई एजुकेटेड पर्सन बनूं, ऐसा कोई नहीं चाहता था। बट आज के नाउ व्हाट इज द टाइम इज दैट कुछ भी हो ना हो, लेकिन आफ्टर 12 के बाद तो कॉलेज में जाना ही है, ग्रेजुएशन करना है, डिग्री तो होनी है उसके, डिग्री कम से कम बी फार्म नहीं तो बीएससी, बीएससी नहीं तो बीकॉम, बीकॉम नहीं तो बीबीए, बीसीए एटसेट्रा। सो एंड उसमें भी कोई कहता है कि हाँ चलो हमने जीपेट क्वालिफाई करेंगे, या फिर ऐसे ही विदाउट प्रिपरेशन वो एग्जाम देने जाते हैं, आप एमसीक्यू टिक करने और पास हो जाते हैं। एम फार्म उन्हें करना नहीं होता है, फिर भी एम फार्म करते हैं, क्योंकि वाई दे आर डूइंग, बिकॉज दे हैव क्वालिफाइड जीपेट विदाउट एनी प्रिपरेशन। सो वाई नॉट वी शुड गो फॉर एम फार्म। तो आगे चल के लोग एम फार्म भी करते हैं, कि उनका कोई गोल नहीं होता है कि मैं अपनी लाइफ में एम फार्म क्यों करना चाहता हूँ, व्हाई आई वांट टू डू एम फार्म। सो इसीलिए नाउ वी ऑन द अर्थ वी हैव लॉट ऑफ एजुकेटेड पीपल। तो इसीलिए देयर इज लॉट ऑफ कंपटीशन अमंग द ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, दैट जैसे आज मैं कोई नई थियरी देना चाहता हूँ, द थियरी ऑफ साइक्लोप्रोपेन, there will be lot of people who will challenge my theory. तो इसीलिए scientists are not given the merits, or the credits are not given to the scientists. Credits are given to the actual science. So this we have followed in this case also. First, we'll learn that how cyclopropane is less stable and what it will try to do to adopt its stability. And that now we are disclosing that who has first of all discovered this theory. So this theory, this model of cyclopropane is discovered by these two gentlemen, Colson and Moffat. Okay. So do you follow what I'm trying to say? Colson and Moffat have first identified this theory of cyclopropane, that why it possesses banana bond, why it possesses band bond. Okay, and from their names, these theories are given, Colson and Moffat. The last most theory of the unit of your chapter, that is Sachet-Moore theory of strainless ring. This theory will highly applicable to explain the stability of cyclopropane. What they have explained according to Sachet, Sachet has identified that cyclohexane possesses majorly two forms. One form that is called as a bot, which is like this. Other form that is called as the chair, which is like this. So ideally, there is in cycloalkane, in cyclohexanes, in this six-member cyclic compound, to achieve the ideal bond angle of 109.5, structures will undergo certain puckered ring formation, and because of this puckered ring formation, it will adopt something different structure, and this different structures will be can be chair and boat. So although I have left reflected here twist boat, but twist boat is not the conformer which is given by this person. He has already only identified this structure, that is chair and the boat. So this is according to the Sachet theory, according to the scientist Sachet. Now another gentleman whose name is Mohr. So Mohr ने क्या किया? Mohr has further studied the dynamic equilibrium or the conformational study of cyclohexanes, and he find out that these are the conformers which are rapidly convertible into each other, and they cannot be separated very well. So that is according to Mohr. And he also tried to analyze the different conformers and their energy. So across then that is near about 5 kilocalorie per mole energy is required for that interconversion. And friends, this 5 kilomole per energy, kilocalorie per mole, this energy is not a big number. This is a very small number, that compounds can have such energy even at room temperature. Room temperature, if we put cyclohexane, then from the room temperature it will adopt such this will gain some amount of energy from the atmosphere. Okay. And so on the basis of theoretical and experimental evidence, it has been found that chair is a more stable conformer than the boat. मोहर ने क्या बोला? मोहर ने इतना ही बोला कि चेयर साइक्लोहेक्सेन के दो कन्फर्मर है, चेयर है और बोट है. बट मोहर ने सॉरी सेशन ने ये बोला कि साइक्लोहेक्सेन के दो कन्फर्मर है, चेयर एंड बोट. बट मोहर हैज एक्सप्लेन दैट दिस बोट कन्फर्मर इज अ लेस स्टेबल वन. साइक्लोहेक्सेन का जो चेयर कन्फर्मर है, दैट इज मोर स्टेबल. How he has given this? He has done lots of kinds of theoretical calculations. He has done lots of experiments, and based on that, he has claimed that chair is a more stable conformer. Now, before we go to the next slide, this we have already covered in our lectures, that cyclohexane का chair conformation हमें कैसे draw करना चाहिए. So आप अपनी नोट में जब भी draw करो, तो you should try to draw the chair conformations in between the two lines in such a fashion. Likewise, this is also one of the way to draw the correct structure. Why उसको chair क्यों बोलते हैं? Because this is just like a shape of a chair. जैसे ये chair का backbone है, ये sitting portion है, this is the sitting side, this is a back side, and this is called leg side, right? So that's why the conformation is given the name just like a chair, where one can sit like this cartoon. You can see a cartoon which is sitting on the chair of conformation of cyclohexane, इसलिए उसका नाम chair है. Okay. So, and he has Mohr has also explained there are two types of the bonds for cyclohexane. तो खड़े बॉन्ड होते हैं, जो स्ट्रेट बॉन्ड्स होते हैं, they are exactly straight. So these kinds of bonds are called as axial bonds, and the bonds which are bent, which are like this, so they are termed as these all green bonds in this structure are termed as equatorial bonds. So you can see my cursor. There are 6 kinds of equatorial bonds in the structure of cyclohexane. This is number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, and this last green bond, that is 6. So all these 6 bonds are equatorial bonds, and these all straight bonds which are vertical, and they are termed as axial bonds. Okay, and further, Mohr has also explained that these are the compounds which can interconvert to each other. These are the conformers. They can shift their conformer from one to another. जैसे कि what is their major objective? मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव हमेशा चेयर का एक फॉर्म से दूसरे फॉर्म में कन्वर्जन होता है, तो उसके जो बॉन्ड्स है वो फ्लिप हो जाते हैं। फ्लिप होने का मतलब है कि जो एक्सियल बॉन्ड था वो फ्लिप होके इक्विटोरियल बन जाएगा, और जो इक्विटोरियल बॉन्ड है वो फ्लिप होके एक्सियल बन जाएंगे। So this is the arrow which tries to explain that how a chair conformer is converted into unstable this half chair, then how it converts to the twist board, then board, further it comes to twist board, then half chair and chair. Okay. So in that documentary which is explained by Professor Amit Basak, very nicely he has tried to construct all these kinds of structures, and he tried to explain by on drawing the blackboard that why one structure is unstable. Yesterday, someone of you asked the question to me through WhatsApp, that's what is the order of stability of cyclohexane. So this is the figure which exactly explains which conformer is highest, highly stable. And you can see chair conformer का जो energy वो सबसे कम है, and relatively this is 0 kilocalorie per mole. I mean to say relative, because जब conformation की stability check की जाती है, so they have been compared with respect to chair. जैसे कि now what is the significance of relativity? So I can explain like this. जैसे आज की क्लास में मानो कि we have conducted a test for 10 different MCQs, and someone of you have scored, let us say, 6. Highest marks conducted in today's test are 6. तो let us just assume that they are 6, और किसी को मानो कि 3 मार्क मिले, तो वो तो बहुत खुश होगा। क्यों? तो वो तो ये कहेगा, और या फिर वो तो ऐसा कहेगी कि मुझे तो 3 मार्क मिले हैं, हाईएस्ट मार्क तो 6 है, तो हाईएस्ट से तो मुझे 50% मिले हैं, मतलब देयर इज नो मोर डिफरेंस, ओनली 3 मार्क्स आर देयर हायर देन माय स्कोरिंग। और किसी को मानो कि 1 मार्क मिला है, तो कहेगा कि ओनली 5 का डिफरेंस है हाईएस्ट मार्क्स के बीच में और मेरे 1 मार्क के बीच में, क्योंकि ज्यादा डिफरेंस है नहीं। So these kinds of calculations are relative. Although ideally it should be, you should compare not with 6, you should compare with 10. So ideal maximum marks are 10, but we are not looking at the 10, we are looking at the highest marks. हाईएस्ट मार्क 6 है, तो हाँ भाई मेरे 5 है, हाईएस्ट मार्क 6 है, तो बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंट नहीं है। मे बी पेपर इज डिफरेंट, और द क्वेश्चन सर ने पूछा था वो किसी को भी समझ में नहीं आया। So likewise, and this can be one of the way to correlate also, and this kind of correlations can also be done in science. Now how? Chair is a more stable conformer. So if it is so, then what is the difference in the energy of chair? What is the difference in the energy of half chair? So this energy difference is only 10 kilocalorie per mole. तो बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, ओनली 10 यूनिट का ही डिफरेंट है। जैसे आप कंपेयर करते हो कि उसके 10 C मार्क्स और मेरे 90 मार्क्स है, बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस है नहीं, ओनली 10 मार्क्स। तो हियर in the energy of chair and half chair there is a difference of only 5.5 only 10 kilocalorie per mole if we compare the energy of half chair and the energy of the chair. ट्विस्ट बोट की बात करें, दैट इज अ कंप्लीटली बैंड स्ट्रक्चर which I have shown in one of my last slide on uh, uh, this is twist boat conformer. So for twist boat conformer, this energy difference is 5.5, सेकंड मोस्ट स्टेबल कंफर्मर, क्योंकि यहाँ पे 0 डिग्री है और फिर यहाँ पे 5.5 किलो कैलोरी। बोट के लिए बोट इज वन ऑफ द कंफर्मर वेयर इट विल हैव फ्लैग पोल इंटरेक्शन, क्योंकि जैसे फ्लैग का मतलब है ध्वजा और पोल का मतलब होता है एंड। तो जैसे आपने कोई मूवी देखी हो जिसमें कोई बोट होती है, तो बोट के फर्स्ट फ्लोर फर्स्ट जो एंड होता है वहां पे एक फ्लैग होती है। तो फ्लैग क्यों रखते हैं बोट पे? बोट पे फ्लैग इसलिए होती है कि दूर से भी कोई बोट को आता हुआ देख सकता है इफ दे लुक एट द फ्लैग। Okay, so this way, boat can be identified from a far distance by identifying the flag present over there on the pole on the end of the boat. So similarly, these are the two hydrogens which are present over here. This is one hydrogen which is going in this direction, and this is another hydrogen which is going in this direction. So here, this kind of difference, this kinds of these two hydrogens which are present here are causing flag pole interactions, and because of these flag pole interactions, this difference is not big. This is only 1.5 higher than the twist boat, and this is a third most stable conformer of chair of cyclohexane. Okay, and then again we used to turn at twist boat, then half chair and chair. So ये क्या हुआ है, what they are doing, how these conformers are converting, because our objective is that whatever the axial bond which is present over here, we want to make that axial bond as the equatorial one. So you see this labeled hydrogen which is red in color. In the next structure, this hydrogen here will come here and it will become equatorial. तो ये आपको जो हाइड्रोजन यहाँ पे दिख रहा है चेयर के इस कन्फर्मर में, वो अभी इस स्ट्रक्चर में यहाँ पर है, और वो एक्सियल नहीं है बट वो इक्विटोरियल है। जैसे मैं इसको एक्सियल डिफाइन करने के लिए यहाँ पर ए लिखता हूँ, सो दिस विल बिकम equatorial. I am labeling that hydrogen with E. E stands for equatorial. Okay. Now what happens? So look at to this structure. This arrow want to specify that here this green this arrow that this hydrogen, although it is axial, we want to label it as equatorial one. So how that we can do? We can do if we try to bring it little up. So that's why we are trying to bring here this hydrogen up. Although it is a downward hydrogen, but we want to bring it up. On the upside, if we try to bring, then now it is in the plane. ये नीचे वाला लेग पोर्शन था उसको अब एकदम स्ट्रेट कर दिया है, तो उसका जो लेग था वो कट हो गया है, सो इसलिए उसको बोलते हैं हाफ चेयर, अर्धी कुर्सी. दिस इज द गुजराती मीनिंग, अर्धी कुर्सी, हाफ चेयर. ये उसके legs are cut, legs are not there. So તમે ઘણી વખત અમુક if you might have seen in certain movies that कोई बैठने जाता है और उसका जो चेयर होती है वो उसका पाया पहले से ही काट के रखते हैं, तो moment anyone tries to sit on the chair then he or she will fall down. Okay, so इसलिए half chair is not suitable chair to sit. Similarly, this half chair is not a stable conformer for cyclohexane. So this way you can remember the most unstable conformer to remember how we should, because half chair is the most dangerous because we cannot sit on half chair. If we try to sit on half chair, then we will fall down. So this is a trick to remember the unstable conformer of cyclohexane. Okay, so we have reached up to this position. Now, how half chair is converted into twist boat. Now, our further objective is we want to bring this hydrogen, which is again a little down position towards upside. So again, we try to bring this hydrogen upside, and to bring that hydrogen upside, we will require a further transformation. So one transformation we will achieve here, that is twist boat, although the structure of twist boat is not here, but I think that might be given in this organic chemistry by Bruce. So if you refer that Bruce which I have shared previously in your Google Classroom, you can go and visit this unit of cyclohexane to refer the stabilities of this कंपाउंड्स. So वहां पे आपको ट्विस्ट बोर्ड का स्ट्रक्चर मिल जाएगा. And then we will try to bring that hydrogen on the upside, so we will end up in such structure like this, where we can have this boat conformers. So boat conformers, we have to remember, if boat is like this, so if I try to draw the flagpoles hydrogens, then flagpoles hydrogens are oriented in such direction. जैसे एक hydrogen will be present at this position, another hydrogen will be present at this position. So because of this, these hydrogens are having certain interactions. So this kind of interaction is called as F. I have not mentioned on my screen, so I'm trying to draw. I'm trying to write with the help of my pen and this cursor. So that is called flag pole. POL, flagpole interaction. The interaction between these two hydrogens of boat conformer is called flagpole interactions, and this can reduce the stability of cyclohexane. Okay, now these kinds of questions can be asked when you will appear for either GPAT or for NIPER JEE. That following of which of the conformer of cyclohexane demonstrate flag ball interactions. Options are chair, twist boat, boat and half boat. Oh, sorry, boat and half chair. So you have to select. So you have to remember this kinds of diagrams to reflect that to remember that this two hydrogens which are present on the end portion of these interactions, they are responsible for causing flag pole interactions. So there are other hydrogens are also present, but they are far from each other, so they are not in a position to make any interactions. So that's why they are termed as flagpole. Okay, so what I want to discuss from this, just from this I want to discuss that because of these flagpole interactions, these hydrogens, this boat conformer is the third unstable conformer. ओके, सो इसलिए हमने क्या किया, अभी तक हमने ये किया कि ये जो हाइड्रोजन था वो यहाँ पे एक्सियल था, वो अब इक्विटोरियल बन गया. यू कैन सी नाउ दैट हाइड्रोजन इज नाउ इक्विटोरियल, क्योंकि ये डाउनवर्ड पोजीशन में था, उसको हमने अप ला दिया ऊपर की साइड पे, लाइकवाइज ऑन दिस साइड. सो यहाँ पर भी उसको अप लाना चाहा तो अब वो ऊपर की ओर है. एंड नाउ इट इज नॉट एक्सियल, but this red labeled hydrogen which is here, that is now equatorial bond. It is slightly inclined in this direction likewise. Okay, I mean to say this. Now our part will be, we will try to bring another end now from the downside. So now we will try to bring it in a down way. So I am writing here DOWN, that will mention that we are interested in bringing this hydrogen downward. So if we try to bring it down, we will end up in twist boat conformer, then half chair, and then we will end up in chair. ये अपना पर्पस है कि ये जो दूसरा पार्ट है उसको हमें डाउन साइड पर ले जाना है. So downwards हम ले जाएंगे तो क्या होगा कि here this hydrogen was axial, I mean to say this axial hydrogen, now it will become equatorial here. Okay, and that way we can have जो दूसरा हाइड्रोजन जो यहाँ पे ब्लैक कलर का आपको दिख रहा है, you can see here, which was equatorial, now that hydrogen is now straight, so this bond is axial. I will mention label for this as axial A. Okay, so this is actually a difficult task, but if you refer to that documentary of Professor Amit Basak, where with the help of 3D model, he tries to explain how one chair conformer is converted into other chair. Okay, so this is the way that structures, whatsoever the bonds are there, they are flipping. I understand that some of you might not be clear about this, so I will recommend you to go back to this Organic Chemistry by Bruce, because in that book he has very nicely explained how these conformers are converted from one to another. Okay, so whatever the things which we have discussed, the same have been pointed out by Mohr, that the bonds are having, these are the structures which exist in more than one conformers, and the chair conformer is achieved. So six hydrogens which are pointed, they are called axial hydrogens. Other hydrogens which are at the position of equator. Axial or equatorial, so how they are defined, जैसे they are, if we see the earth, then earth we used to say it moves around its axis, so and this axis is always vertical. Okay, and equator, जैसे आप earth is, we can dissect the earth in two equal parts, so and that's why that is in two in the between, so that is the way it is equatorial. So that's why two parts are there, axial bonds which are called as the straight one, and the equatorial bonds which are called as the slightly inclined bonds, or then they are not the exactly vertical but a little bit deviation from the vertical bond. Okay, so about this, if we try to see the chair conformation and the board conformation, so the ratio of board conformation and chair conformation is 1000:1. So that means 1000 times we can have the chair structures and only one structures we will have of board. So this is the ratio for the conformation of chair and board. Or in another words, we can say that board chair is 1000 times more stable than the board conformers. So yahi sari cheeze whatever we have discussed, that has been mentioned in this structure, in this theory of stainless ring. So I hope that whatever we have discussed for the stability of cyclohexanes, so will be clear to you. फिर भी आपको नहीं पता चला है तो what you do, you after the class 5:30, you they open up that book of this organic chemistry by Bruce, in which for the cyclic structures this has been discussed very well. Okay, so this is the end for